But for now, why don't we hear another one from you all? It's Ranky Tanky on WNCW.
When these devils swarm all around me, that's when my love beats down like rain. Beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. Oh, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. When a dark mind creeps up on me like a coward in the night, they try to shake me, they try to break me, but then my heart's love shows me the light. Oh yeah, oh, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. Oh, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. When they accuse me, beat and abuse me, leave me bathing in my pain, they won't defeat me, break or deplete me. My love is stronger than their claim. Hey, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. Oh, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. Oh, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. Hey, beat 'em down, love. Beat 'em down, love. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down. I'll use my heart's love to beat 'em down.
It's Ranky Tanky on WNCW. Another feature showcased in that one of what you all do is just sing such great songs of positivity, you know, using your heart's love to beat them down. Ranky
Well, that's
Tanky.
the Gullah culture just right
it?
there.
Yeah?
It really is. It's all about faith and hope and good charity and love for one another and spreading good vibes and everything. So that really does sum it all up.
Another thing that could define Gullah culture is perseverance based on their history and what they've endured. So I'm sure that is largely responsible for their ability to endure.
Exactly. There's a song that we perform. It's on our first recording. It's called "That's All Right," and basically the whole mantra and vibe and just lyrical context is basically that no matter what's going on, as long as as long as my soul is anchored, and as long as my beliefs are good and my intentions are good, everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, always positive.
Right on. That's Charlton Singleton speaking there, who played trumpet on that one. That first album was 2017, and then you did one just a couple years ago, right before this darn pandemic and all. And through those works, you've been voted best jazz album on Billboard a time or two, right? Amazon, iTunes, and all that. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you.
Some big wins. Let's not forget a Grammy win for best roots music album.
Correct.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And with
Still
this,
talking about it.
still talk, of course,
Of
as you
course.
should be. Keep on. And then
Yes.
maybe some future wins as well. Knock on wood. We'll see.
Yeah.
What is
Charlton, have you heard we won a Grammy?
Really,
We won a Grammy.
bruh?
I know.
I know.
Crazy.
It was.
Charlton punched me in the face at the Grammys.
Let's
Oh,
not.
really?
Let's not go back there.
you know?
Positive.
It
That's what we were
wasn't.
just
It
talking
was an
about.
accident, but
Oh.
it did happen.
Okay, did it really?
He went to give our engineer a hug. We both went to hug the engineer at the same time, and his hand came over the top of the guy's head, and he punched me right in the face, and I didn't even know what had happened. Next thing I know, I'm standing on stage. Charlton's giving the acceptance speech. I'm standing up there at the Grammy stage, licking my lip, going, "What the heck is
no.
going on with my face?"
The adrenaline wore off just that quick.
Yeah. Following the
Face is
right hook.
tingling. Yeah,
Charlton's right hook. You hear about his trumpet skills, but
That's
how about
right.
that right hook?
That's right.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
it's a powerhouse.
Well, unfortunately, with Grammys, there's a whole lot of the great categories, what we at WNCW would call the best categories. They don't get the televised coverage during prime time, like the roots music category. So we didn't see that on television. I'm sorry.
It was streamed live.
Yeah, it's
It
streamed.
was
Yeah,
streamlined.
They,
Yeah.
they have
All right.
they have the.
I have a
stream.
clip I can show you.
Okay, good.
Gosh,
That-
that
Give it to you
clip.
after.
The number of people that can see that, though, is far fewer than on the prime time when so-and-so hits so-and-so on the
Yeah,
stage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the prime time is basically kind of I think it's a concert more
Yeah.
so than anything else. But we were very, like I said, very fortunate to be there. We were fortunate to experience all that. Now that I look back on it, right before they announced our award, we got to watch Chick Corea play live, right there. And so it's just an amazing experience all around. Yeah, we're just blessed and we feel honored, to have brought that home.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's great. So there is video out of that. I know there's also a video of, I think, was it PBS that did an interview with you guys, especially you two, Kiana and Clay, visiting a school and teaching a little bit of Gullah culture and music to them.
That was when we first started.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's out
That
there
was in
somewhere.
Black Mountain, I think. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, one of the first residency, education is a big part of what we do. We do a lot of community engagement and community exchange. And,
outreach,
Yeah, and
yeah.
we really enjoy sharing, the South Carolina culture with all kinds of, everywhere in the world that we go. And one of the first places to actually offer us that opportunity was Leaf Festival here, right here. Kiana and I were there teaching kids in the high schools about Gullah culture. It was a blast.
That was pretty neat to see the tradition being shared. I remember there's one of the school kids, a girl that just, her face just, you could see the expression of like joy and wonder come on as she opened up to, what was going on in the classroom, of what you all brought. I'm glad you mentioned Leaf. I know you all have been there, the Leaf Lake Eden Arts Festival originally, and they take a lot of pride in doing that Schools and Streets program, and I get the impression that you guys are on similar paths of wanting to spread that education. They have their festival going on later on this week, a much smaller version of it. And meanwhile, you guys just came from Jazz Fest. Was that kind of like your first big return to big live festivals?
Not quite. I mean, Jazz Fest is definitely a sort of a world famous, thing. But we had done a few last summer. There were, heavy protocols and everything. But we had gotten out there and had done some festivals, and it was almost like running a special mission. It was like, stay here, okay, go straight to the stage.
Right.
play on the stage, and then it was like, all right, come off, go back to the trailer. You
Don't
know,
look anyone in the
yeah,
eyes.
right,
you know,
right.
because you never
But-
know.
And everybody had their little cubes.
Yeah.
You know, they did that thing where
right.
they said social distance outdoor
Yeah.
concerts. But I mean, strangely, it was kind of like one of the biggest concerts we've done back home.
Right.
They did it in this huge field, and they
Yeah.
had everybody in their own little pod. But it was a big event.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So we were lucky to have those opportunities even in the pandemic.
yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. But yeah, Jazz Fest was crazy, and it was a good time, long time coming. You know, we had that one booked right after the Grammy win, and so this is their first time back since I guess in 2019 was the last
Probably.
time they did it.
I
Yeah,
think it got moved 3 times.
Four.
Wow.
Yeah.
Four
So it was a lot of, hoping that it didn't just disappear. Because
Yeah.
definitely playing Jazz Fest was a dream for us.
Yeah.
It was definitely a bucket list.
Well, it's a headache to me to just think of all the heartache and extra work involved of a festival organizer having to change dates, and then all the bands like you all. I'm sure you got some amount of management that has to kind of deal with all the flights
lot of
and all
shuffle.
that. A lot of shuffling,
Yes.
especially for an international traveling act like you all.